the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we.
Hey, how's it going? It's Ron from The Boxing Voice. How's it going, Eddie Hearn?
I'm very good, very good. Good to see you.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I've just done The Boxing Voice.
I know.
All right, we're doing it again.
I'm good cop, Nestor.
Okay, good. No, I like Nestor.
So,
because Nestor actually, the thing is with Nestor is once you explain it to him, he actually goes, shit, Eddie's right. You know what I mean?
Look, so I just wanted to play one little fun game, and then I'll go into questions. Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn, Barry Hearn, Frank Bruno. He had the WBC. If you guys had a showdown, who would be the A side? How would that go?
Oh, well, right. I mean, look, Bruno was like a superstar.
Yeah.
Josh is on another level, and that's no disrespect to Frank. Frank's one of my heroes. But what Frank achieved in his career, Josh has still got a long way to go. You know, he boxed in Vegas, Frank, he boxed Tyson. The thing about Frank was he was never supposed to be world champion, but he got it and he achieved it, and that's why he was a great. And he is an absolute British, he's an icon. So, you know, two great fighters.
No A side on that one?
No, I'm sitting on the fence. Frank will tell me off.
No worries, no worries. So, of course, I talked to Big Baby Miller the other day. I know you've probably been asked many times. Are we getting towards a Jarrell Miller in June? Because people were saying now today that the Whyte and AJ is so close to the deadline.
It is close. Whyte and AJ is close. And there is a chance that if we don't go April 13 with AJ, Whyte, we can still do that in May or June. That fight in England. But the Jarrell Miller fight is an option for June. It's just a case of weighing up, is it the right time for Joshua to come and make his US debut? I do think there's big value in him doing that. And you know, you can't really win in this game because people are always going, Joshua's a homeboy. He only fights in his backyard. And he's like, okay, I'll come to New York and I'll fight this loudmouth New Yorker at MSG. Oh, you're running from the others, you know? So, but I just think that at some point he needs to make that US debut. And I think in the landscape at the moment, this would be an interesting time. It just depends really. It all comes down to who actually wants it. You know, because some talk about the money over the legacy. And it doesn't mean that our offers are poor. You talk about 60-40 for a guy who's way A-side, in my opinion, in Anthony Joshua. And Dillian Whyte, who, you know, if he was mandatory, it would be 20% with the WBO. So I think all the offers are good, in my opinion. Doesn't mean they have to just go, okay, Eddie, I'll take whatever you accept me. That's called negotiation. But you have to put a value on beating the #1 guy. You have to put a value on winning the 4 belts. Some, I believe, do see that value, and some, I believe, don't. I do actually think Jarrell is one of those guys where he sees that value. Jarrell's not going, give me as much money as you can and I'll take this fight. Jarrell's going, I believe I can beat Anthony Joshua. I want millions, but I know I'm getting a shot here at 4 world titles. If you beat Anthony Joshua, you are the #1 heavyweight in the world. So you have to put a value on that as well.
Now my other question is, like, Jarrell gets the opportunity to fight in the US to kind of help build the profile. Is there any reason why, like, maybe Dillian Whyte or Deontay Wilder can't be like US first and then UK after, or vice versa?
Yeah, you can do both. I mean, look, you know, but you got to understand these guys are making a lot of money in the UK. You know, so for Joshua to come to the US, there are some unknowns. The gate, you know, the UK pay-per-view if we're doing a US fight, whereas there is a bit of a gamble. In the UK, there's no gamble. He sells 80,000 tickets and he does over 1 million buys every time he fights. So, but we don't want to just exhaust that market. People say about our milking. We're not interested in milking. If we can't get the fight that the British fans want, then we'll come and fight an American in his backyard. That's really the mindset. So, yeah, all those guys can go back and forward. There's a lot of money in America right now for boxing, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, and then with that being said, I kind of wanted to switch gears about the Tevin Farmer. The Gervonta Tank Davis, you know, it's kind of back and forth. I talked to Farmer, he's like, the promoters don't kind of want to get it going.
It's sad, because the one thing fans don't like is politics in sport, but you're always going to get it. Like, I want all my top guys to fight on DAZN. That's my job, right? And Mayweather Promotions want all their top guys to fight on Showtime. That's their job. But to just ice it out and say, no, he'd never fight on DAZN. So what are you going to do? You're going to let him turn down $3, $4, $5 million to fight Tevin Farmer? No problem. You want to make a reciprocal offer for Farmer to box on Showtime? We'll look at it. I would never stop a fighter from progressing in that way. But you can't just go, no way, no way.
That's what the Mayweather
That's what they
team
said. No way, he's not fighting on DAZN. It's like, all right. How does Gervonta feel about that? Because I've made offers to Gervonta, co-promotional offers through Mayweather Promotions that are for 2-3 times what he's making right now. I don't even believe he's seen it.
Have you seen a contract to at least set the fight up or anything like that?
No, it's a fight to have a couple of fights, then go on and fight Tevin Farmer.
Okay.
And after this fight, if Tevin Farmer wins, we'll be making them a sizable offer. And in my opinion, you got to make it public, because I don't know who's being told what. If I make an offer through a promoter, are they telling the fighter the actual number? So probably, if Tevin wins here, probably in the ring actually, we'll probably come out and we'll say, there's the number, let's go. Farmer against Davis. It's a great fight. But he's got to beat John O'Carroll first. This ain't going to be easy, because there's going to be a lot of emotion in this fight. You saw that up there, you know?
Yes.
John O'Carroll can push your buttons, and sometimes he can make you be a little bit erratic, and he's erratic, and he boxes at 1,000,000 miles an hour. But Tevin, he's looking very, very good. His counter-punching is excellent, and now he gets a chance to headline in Philly. It's unbelievable for him.
Absolutely. And then my other thing is the Danny Jacobs. You know, they're going to bring this up. I have to bring it up. The $15 million that everyone says, the Deontay Wilder, the guarantee, you know, to get the fight. Danny Jacobs got $15 million to fight Canelo.
Did he?
That's what LA Times said.
Oh, it must be true then.
Now, are you saying that's not true?
If Lance Pugmire repeated it, no, it's not true.
It's not true. What's the ballpark? Was it higher?
It's not for me to say. Might be higher, might be lower. But you know, that is a unification fight.
Yeah.
With, I mean, in my opinion, 2 biggest stars in world boxing: Canelo, Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
The biggest star in American boxing, Canelo. It's not even close, right? So Danny Jacobs is in a unification fight. I think it's close to as big as the Triple G fight, to be honest with you. But even if it's not, it's the #2 fight probably in boxing in terms of pay-per-view buyers and everything. So yes, Danny Jacobs has made an absolute fortune. And now, you know, I remember, actually I should bring it up to Nestor.
Yeah.
Nestor said to me at the Machuk-Sulecki fight, at the press conference, "Hey, do you think you've done a good job for Danny Jacobs? Oh, look at you, he's fighting Sulecki. He just fought Arias, no one's ever heard of him. People saying he should never have left the PBC. Eddie Hearn, Eddie Hearn." Yeah, Nestor, go fuck yourself. Yeah, because he boxed Sulecki, then he fought Derevyanchenko for the world title, and now he is making 8 digits to fight Canelo in one of the biggest fights in boxing. So where is Nestor? I'm going to go and talk to him about that. He needs to apologise to me live on air. The job that I've done for Danny Jacobs is the same job that but Nestor said it. But the job that I've done for Danny Jacobs with Keith Connolly, one of the best managers in boxing, is the job that I can do for all these fighters. And he is my sort of, you know, my model, if you like. And there's nothing like word of mouth, yeah, between fighters. Because PBC, Showtime will be telling these fighters, don't sign with Eddie Hearn, don't sign with DAZN, he's this, he's that. And the fighter goes, okay, if you're a fighter and you're watching this, speak to fighters, yeah? Speak to Danny Jacobs, speak to Tevin Farmer, speak to these kind of guys, because that's where you find out the truth. All right?
Yep. So then, with that being said, any social media, Eddie?
Social media at Eddie Hearn. Thanks to the haters, the lovers, and the guys that are sitting on the fence.
We love you,
We're all
Eddie.
talking. No, but what we need to do, just keep talking about boxing. Because I walk down the street, one guy's coming up to me going, "Hearn, you're a wanker, you're the fucking..." And the next guy goes, "Eddie, I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for boxing." Good or bad, people are talking about boxing, and that's the way we grow this sport. Philly, what did you say over here? Turn up? Like saying, you know, I'm not as cool as you guys. Philly, turn up. For Tevin Farmer, for Sulecki against Rosado, for Katie Taylor, for Sparrow against Lundy, for John Joe Nevin, for Raymond Ford's debut. It's a massive show.
Absolutely. So just so you know, Nestor will be coming on bad cop.
He was here
I know. And I'm good cop. So
are you? Okay.
So I'll be checking you out. All right.
Yo, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, from title, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.